UFC Vegas 107, Blanchfield versus Barber. Full card predictions. Let's get straight into it. We have Rehan dos Santos versus Alice Ardelean. Alice Ardelean kind of low. Anyway, Ardelean is the more physical striker. She's more powerful than Dos Santos, but Dos Santos is quicker and a little more technically sound. On the ground, Dos Santos has a clear advantage in the BJJ and the scrambles and the transitions. If it hits the mat, she could control the fight and possibly submit Ardelean. The cardio is also going to Dos Santos because in other organizations, she was doing championship fights and fighting those 5 rounds. Ardelean has shown some fatigue issues. Give me Dos Santos to start off the card. Next, we have Markel Mederos versus Bolaji Oki. And I'm going Oki in this fight. He lost to Chris Duncan, who just subbed Prospect Vucenic. I believe that's how you say his name. But Mederos didn't look that impressive at all against Hubert. I watched that fight clinging to his back. I mean, bro, he was okay. He didn't look anything crazy. I think Oki should be able to get this one done. He does have the reach advantage. The same height, but give me Oki to get this one done. Moving on up the card, we have Kurt Holobaugh versus Jordan Leavitt. Jordan Leavitt got subbed by Chase Hooper and subbed by Paddy Pimblett. Jordan Leavitt beat Trey Ogden by split decision, who Kurt lost to. I picked Kurt to beat Anthony Hernandez, not Fluffy, different guy, but I picked him to beat Anthony Hernandez. Didn't really look good in that fight. Kurt barely shoots takedowns as well, so give me Jordan. He does get some of the takedowns, even though, bro, Jordan's just built weird, bro. Pause. Like, buddy looks like he just catches Pokemon. And bro, listen. Pokemon's fire, by the way, but you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, give me Jordan this one. I think he'll get it done. And I think he'll be a little more aggressive if he needs to get the takedowns. Moving on up the card, we have Brahimaj versus Oban Elliott. Brahimaj, he's kind of a finish or bust type of guy. Oban Elliott undefeated in the UFC. And Elliott has demonstrated superior striking skills, and he uses really good movement and combines that to control the stand-up on the mats. The grappling will definitely go to Brahimaj. I'm going to just say Brahimaj. Because, I mean, bro, he's 10-0 in subs. He has got a couple subs inside the UFC. So, yeah, I think he will have that edge. But I think that won't really, matter in this fight. Because while Brahimaj has more fights overall, Elliott's recent performances, man, should subject. That was a bad stutter, but that just suggest him. He's just gonna be better, man. You know what I'm trying to say, man. I think Oban gets this done pretty clearly. I think he's just a little more well-rounded. He has a better skill set. He has been undefeated in the UFC. I think he's likely to keep it standing, avoid the grappling, and if Brahimaj wants to get this done, he probably has to get it to the ground and utilize his submission skills. Give me Oban Elliott by decision or possibly KO. Next up, we got Caitlin Vieira versus Macy Chiasson. Give me Caitlin Vieira. Last couple losses were the former champs, Pennington and Kayla Harrison. Strong ass, bro. If you haven't seen Kayla Harrison, look at her biceps, bro. Look at Kayla Harrison's biceps. Shit just bro. Anyway, Macy's last 2 opponents are now on 3-fight losing streaks. Feels like it's going to be a boring fight. But in this boring fight, I just feel like Caitlin Vieira gets it done. And I don't think it's going to be as close as the odds make it seem. I think the odds are minus 120 to even bet right now, something like that. Bro, I don't think it's going to look like that in the cage. I think Caitlin Vieira probably dominates this fight. Moving on up the card, we have Jeremiah Wells. Strong ass nigga, man. What? Versus Andreas Gustafsson. Bro, I could have swore this guy, just fought. Oh, man, maybe I just recognize him from the Dana White Contender Series. And in my notes, I have Jeremiah Wells is too small. Give me Andreas Gustafsson. just because, bro, this guy is 5'9" at welterweight with damn near the same reach as this guy. Bro, you're 5'9" at welterweight. I think Andreas is like 6'2", something like that. Maybe 6'4", maybe 6'3", I don't know. But he's taller than this guy, like, by a good amount. And yeah, in my notes, I just have Andreas Gustafsson is a midget. So, moving on up the card. We have Rafael Filho versus Alan Nascimento. And I'm going Rafael Filho by decision. Alan hasn't fought since 2023. Rafael's only loss was to Muhammad Makhachev. If you don't know that crash out, go look into him. That crash out. And he's dangerous everywhere. He has slick striking, good BJJ. And Alan does have experience, so I wouldn't count them out. But I don't think in this fight it's going to matter. I actually like Rafael in this fight. I think the layoff might affect Alan. So give me Rafael to get this done. Bro lost to Muhammad Makhachev, bro. That crash out. Then we have Zachary Reese. He finally woke up against... let me stop. Imagine. But he faced Bokayev, Russian wrestler. Got ground and pounded in the first round. Versus Dusko Todorovic. I'm going Zachary Reese. He should put this guy's lights out. Dusko is a stand and bang type of fighter, and majority of his fights end in KO. He's a brawler. It should be a very fun fight. And Reese is coming off that bad KO loss, but I don't think it's really going to affect him too much. I think Reese is going to go in there and he's going to fight a guy who likes to just throw hands. And he's a way bigger guy, has the reach advantage, has the height advantage, and I think he's probably going to put his lights out because let's just say Dusko gets knocked out a little more than is looking good. So give me Zachary Reese to put this guy's lights out. I think this is more of an advantage to him because he doesn't really like to go to the ground. He'll take it to the ground if he has to. He doesn't prefer it though. So I think that's good. Moving on up the card, we have Dustin Jacoby versus Bruno Lopes. And I'm going Bruno Lopes. I picked against him with Magomed Gustafsson, whatever his last name is. And I mean, Dustin Jacoby got lucky with that knockout against Vitor Petrino. Put Vitor Petrino right in the shadow realm, right in the parlay ban list. Yo, Bruno. Victor, yeah. Victor Petrino, yeah. Put that guy on the ban list. Bro. Anyway, Dustin Jacoby, I think he's decent, right? He's not a bad fighter, but he's not all that. He is getting older as well. Vitor should have, bro, I think it was like a -3 something in that fight, and Dustin Jacoby's like a +200. Knocks Vitor Petrino clean. So I think Bruno Lopes gets this done. He does have the BJJ advantage, and he just came off that smudge decision where he just held Magomed against the cage. He just held him. So I mean, I just feel like if Bruno's doing that, he probably could beat Dustin Jacoby. They're similar in height, not really too big of an advantage on either side. Pretty much the same height, same build. So yeah, give me Bruno Lopes. He is a slight underdog at the time of recording this. He probably will remain like that. Dustin Jacoby just came off a good knockout. Then we have Billy Ray Goff. And in my notes, I just give me Billy. And we can move on to the next fight. But seriously though, I mean, yeah. Give me Billy. Bro. I don't gotta say too much, man. Moving on to the next fight, man. All right, what do you want from me, bro? This card is trash, all right? You got like 3 good fights on this card, man. Let me just get to the Gamrot fight, all right? Give me Billy, man. What are you talking about, man? Now we have Gamrot versus Ludovic Klein. And this is actually such a sick matchup. And I'm going Gamrot. This is a 50-50 fight. I get it. Ludovic Klein has good takedown defense. But give me Gamrot. He just beat Dan Hooker. And, I mean, technically he didn't beat Dan Hooker. Whatever the fuck, bro. All right, try hard, right? Like, you try hard. And excuse me, the scorecard say he didn't beat Dan Hooker. All right, bro. All right, nerd. All right. Mateusz Gamrot. is just a marauder, bro. He's gonna stay in your face constantly. He's the one of the only people besides it's only him and Islam Makhachev that beat Arman Tsarukyan. Gamrot just has the pace and pressure. Shoots 10 plus takedowns per fight. Klein is mostly a boxer. He can mix it up. Has amazing takedown defense with 91% takedown defense. And like I said, he can mix it up with the grappling, but doesn't really have the scrambling skills of Gamrot, in my opinion. Gamrot gets rocked in his fights. Hasn't been chinned, though. His chin still remains intact. Has not been KO'd. And I think that's going to be the deciding factor in this fight. Gamrot, if he was a chinny guy, I'd go Ludovic Klein. He's going to negate the takedowns and whatever. But Ludovic Klein is the smaller guy in this fight. He's 5'7" for the lightweight division. Pretty small, bro. This guy's, he's pretty huge, right? He's strong as hell. But, bro, Gamrot's pace and pressure just might be too much. And Dan Hooker had a clear advantage over Gamrot, like just build-wise, had the reach advantage, like pretty tall. Dan Hooker's like, what, 6 foot, 6'2". And he had good takedown defense. He had like 80% takedown defense. But Gamrot still got him down, man. And what I'm trying to say in this fight is Ludovic Klein really hasn't faced a wrestler like Gamrot with the pace and the pressure. And I think Gamrot will show him levels because Gamrot has fought the better competition. But I think you just show him levels. And a lot of people call that Dan Hooker loss a robbery. And I think he might just come in with that little mindset like, man, I'm gonna show people, like, you know, because the odds are pretty tight in this. I wouldn't bet this fight. I like Gamrot to win this. I wouldn't bet this fight. I had to do a little double take, hit him in the back end. Wilson had Ludovic Klein. I'm like, nah, bro, I got Gamrot. You know, but it's a 50-50 fight. The odds show that. I'm a little biased towards Gamrot just because of the wrestling and just the constant in your face. He's always busy. But Ludovic Klein can very well win this by just negating every single one of the takedowns. But Ludovic Klein is a stocky guy, and we've seen these stocky guys gas out. So, I don't know. Especially just like dealing with a wrestler where you're shooting the takedowns, like trying to defend it, you're defending, get off me. And then who's to say Gamrot's not going to... Okay, yeah, he fails the takedown, but now he's smudging Ludovic Klein against the fence. Now what? Judges are going to score that for Gamrot, that whole round. So we'll see. Gamrot's stand-up isn't that good. Ludovic Klein's boxing, it's going to definitely show, and he probably will beat Gamrot. So, in the boxing, in the striking, but we'll see how Ludovic Klein deals with the takedowns. If he can't deal with the takedowns, that's a Gamrot match. That's a Gamrot win all day, in my opinion. Then we have Aaron Blanchfield. The main event, Aaron Blanchfield versus Maycee Barber. I'm going the underdog in this fight. I'm going Maycee Barber. Maycee Barber, and of course I have this fight to end in decision. I just feel like in this matchup, it presents obviously a striker versus seasoned grappler in Blanchfield. And if Blanchfield can obviously implement the takedowns, then she'll have the advantage, right? That's definitely part of her strategy. But she may face a little difficulty just because Maycee Barber has the takedown defense to kind of deal with it. And on top of that, she has the better striking. So she might want to try to secure maybe a victory, smudge victory, or submission victory. But if Barber maintains the distance, then she's probably going to piece up Blanchfield on the feet. I think given the current way, these fighters have been looking, Barber, both these fighters have been looking amazing in their last couple fights, but they have similar builds, pretty much the same build. There's no real clear advantage. But I just feel like Barber's going to win this. And I think it's going to be highly competitive, probably until the end. But if Aaron Blanchfield can't land those takedowns, she'll probably get tired. This is a 5-round fight, I believe. So, I think this is a 5-round fight. I got to double check on that. But it should be a 5-round fight, main event of the Apex. And if Blanchfield can't land those takedowns constantly, she's going to gas out. And Barber's going to be fresh, still piecing her up on the feet, probably for the rest of the fight. Give me Barber in this fight. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Enjoy these early predicts, and I'm out.